Hi, Domenica here from easysewingforbeginners.com. I've had a few people recently ask me about a sewing machine that would be okay for their kids, and especially one that would be okay that, you know, if their kids didn't take to sewing and it just ended up sitting in the cupboard, that it wouldn't be that much of a loss. But still at the same time a machine that actually sewed. So I've got a recommendation here. It's in Australia. It's called the Elna Mini, which is this one here. If you're in the US, it's under the Janome brand, and it's called the Janome Sew Mini. And they're actually the same machine. They're made by the same company, but for some reason they sell them under different brands in different countries. So yeah, if you are looking for it in Australia, I found this one on eBay and I got it for around, I think I got it for $69, and then there was some postage costs on top of that. And I've seen the Janome Sew Mini on Amazon for about $65, I think. So it's a fairly inexpensive sewing machine. It's a step up from a toy, so it does everything, well, most normal basic things that a normal sewing machine would do. It's very simple to use. It's simple to thread. It's got a top loading bobbin. There's only a few stitch selections, and I think that's a good thing for a beginning sewer because it's not too overwhelming. Sometimes you get these sewing machines that have, 40 to 100 stitches, and usually you just use a straight stitch or the zigzag stitch. So it just comes with a straight stitch or your zigzag stitch, and that's all you need if you're just starting out with sewing. It's very lightweight and small, so it's about 2.2 kilos, or I think that's about the equivalent to 5 pounds. So very easy to carry around. It has a slow sewing speed, which is very good for a beginning sewer. So you've got your foot pedal and you've got your power pack, which is different to your toy sewing machines usually have your batteries. So yeah, it's quite good if you can plug it in and not have to rely on batteries. And I think overall it's just a great machine to learn on. So because it's so inexpensive, there's no great big loss if it just ends up sitting in the cupboard. But in saying that, it's a good sewing machine if you only want to get it out every now and then. If you're just sewing your normal thin cotton fabrics as well, it would do the job quite easily. So if it'd make a good kid sewing machine, or for someone who only uses a sewing machine every now and then, it would be great. There are some downsides to this sewing machine. One of the big ones is that there's no built-in light, which can be a little bit annoying. But if you sew in a well-lit room, then you can get around that problem. Or I found you can get LED lights that are similar to this, which you can stick onto your sewing machine, which can help solve that problem as well. Now the foot pedal is actually the on-off switch as well. So usually with a little bit more of an expensive sewing machine, you would control the speed with the foot pedal as well. But with this one, it's either on-off and there's one speed to it. So, but I think once you get used to that, then there shouldn't be much of a problem. And the only other thing is, because it is so basic, it won't really allow your child or yourself to grow in sewing skills because it is so basic. So they're the main downsides of it. Now I am making some tutorial videos for how to thread the sewing machine, how to put the bobbin in, how to change the stitch selection and tension and those sorts of things if you do get this sewing machine and and you're not quite sure how to use it. So look out for those as well. So check out the description box. I should have all the links in there for you. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel to keep up to date with all my new videos that I bring out. And like and share the video. Have a good day. Bye. And to change the stitch selection, you just very easily rotate the wheel here. So if you want to do a straight stitch,